lifetime, we absorb facts, information, and skills. We get our theoretical and practical understanding through education and experience. It's called knowledge. Welcome to television's longest-running high school quiz show, Knowledge Bowl. Let's join two of our competing Northeast Michigan high schools and our host, Joe Rybarczyk, for today's match.
Hello and welcome to Knowledge Bowl. My name is Joe Rybarczyk and it's my pleasure to be the moderator for Michigan's longest-running high school quiz show. Today I'm joined by teams from Roscommon on my left and Augres Sims on my right. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started with introductions, starting with the team captain of Augres Sims.
Dominic Lutz, senior.
Caden Anthony, junior.
Gabe Beardsley, sophomore.
Ryan Swierson, sophomore.
And they're joined by their coach, Kathy Macheski. Thank you. And now we're going to go ahead and start with the team captain of Roscommon.
Josh Gee, senior.
Sean Carter, senior.
Clay Jaskowski, senior.
Destiny Herbers, senior.
Chris Black, junior.
Jesse Watkins, junior.
And they're joined by their coach, Jim Perry-Alice. So thanks for joining. And I also want to thank our judges, Dylan Arthur and Brian McClellan, for help judging today. And now we're going to go ahead and just roll into the first round. But before we do that, here are the rules.
Round 1 is a toss-up format. A question will be asked and the first competitor to ring in has the opportunity to answer the question. If a correct answer is given, the team is awarded 10 points. No consulting is allowed. If the answer is incorrect, then the question goes to the opposing team to answer.
All right, so let's begin our first toss-up round. Some researchers believe this incident, which apparently happened in 1284, is traceable to the efforts of a Bishop Bruno, who recruited young people to leave Germany to colonize Eastern Europe. Recounted in legendary form in a poem by Robert Browning, what incident is it? That'd be the Pied Piper of Hamelin. In which city, in which state, did which governor say in 1963, I draw the line in the dust and toss the gauntlet before the feet of tyranny, and I say segregation now, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever? Josh.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone from Augres Sims? We're actually looking for Montgomery, Alabama, and the person is George Wallace. So. Recite the most familiar quotation of René Descartes. That's, I think, therefore I am. Pharaoh, Akhenaten, encouraged the worship of one god personified by what? Josh.
The sun.
The sun is right. Characteristic of Queen Anne furniture. The term cabriole, or cabriole, referred to what design feature? Caden?
Floral.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone from Roscommon? It's the legs. What must be the length of the side of a square in order that its perimeter will have the numerical value twice that of its area? Now you get a little more time. Clay?
1/2.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone from Augres Sims? Gabe?
8.
No, actually it's 2. A vocal canon for 3 or more voices in which all sing the melody but enter at different times a few measures apart is called what? Dominic?
A cappella.
Nope. Anyone from Roscommon? Josh?
Harmony.
No, we're looking for round. He's in the record books for having stolen home 35 times in his career. He also holds 5 other individual American League records, including career runs scored and years leading in batting average. Name this superstar of yesteryear. Clay?
Jackie Robinson.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone from Augres? Dominic?
Ty Cobb.
Ty Cobb is right. It is 1888, and Queen Victoria is decidedly not amused. As she writes to Scotland Yard, our detectives must be improved. We're just not what we should be. Her Majesty was perturbed by the authorities' inability to apprehend what celebrated serial killer? Josh.
Jack the Ripper.
That's right. What fuel was used by the USS Nautilus and other nuclear-powered submarines? Ryan.
Plutonium.
Nope, sorry. Sean?
Uranium.
Uranium is right. If the price of an item is increased by 50% and then decreased by 50%, what is the net change in the price of the item? Josh?
0.
No, I'm sorry. Augres Sims, anyone? Dominic?
Minus 25%.
That's right. Yeah. Why is it possible to get a tan or sunburn even on a cloudy day? Clay?
UV rays go through the clouds.
Yep, that's right. When an electron releases or absorbs energy, what does it do? Josh?
Transmit, like photoelectric effect.
No, sorry. Anyone from Augres Sims? We're looking for, it jumps to another orbital. Yep. All right, and that's going to do it for our first round. We'll be right back with some scores and for our bonus round. Welcome back. We have some updated scores for you. Right now, Roscommon is at 40 and Augres Sims is at 20. Now we're going to move into our second round, which is a bonus round, but before we do that, here are the rules.
This is the bonus round. It consists of toss-up questions, as in round 1. However, this is the twist. The team answering correctly then gets 4 bonus questions. For each question answered correctly, a series of points will be awarded. Team members can consult, but only the team captain can answer the question. After an incorrect answer, the toss-up portion begins again for both teams.
All right, so let's begin our bonus round, and we're going to start with a toss-up question. What political office did John Hancock hold from 1780 to 85 and from 1787 to 93? Clay?
Secretary of State.
No, sorry. Augres Sims, anyone? It's Governor of Massachusetts. What was President Woodrow Wilson requesting of Congress when he spoke before a joint session on April 2nd, 1917, and said, "The world must be made safe for democracy"? Josh?
Ratify League of Nations.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone else from Augres? It's the Declaration of War against Germany. The flag that inspired the writing of the Star-Spangled Banner is hanging in which museum of the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C.? Josh?
Museum of American History.
Yes, that's right. So we'll move on to a bonus question now.
I think we can discuss it.
And the topic is affairs. What Latin phrase means the existing state of affairs?
Status quo.
Was that what?
Status quo.
Yep, that's right. Okay. During the John Adams administration, an incident occurred in France which came to be known by what 3 initials?
XYZ.
That's right. You don't have to buzz in
Yeah.
for this
Yep.
for the bonus. Yeah,
My bad.
that's right. What scandal did Emily Zola's J'accuse bring to light?
Say anything you got.
I don't know.
That's the Dreyfus affair.
Dreyfus.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the toss-up questions now. If I can get there. Okay. To which of the following types of data structures does a linked list belong? Static, variable, or dynamic? Clay.
Variable.
No, I'm sorry. Anyone from Augres Sims? Gabe?
Dynamic.
Dynamic is right. So go ahead and move on to some bonus questions. Your topic is American literature. Joel Chandler Harris based what storyteller on a former slave he'd met in Georgia? It's Uncle Remus. That's the name. Malaria is spread by the female Anopheles mosquito. Is the organism that causes the disease a virus, a bacterium, or a protozoan? Gabe?
A virus.
Nope, sorry. Roscommon? Destiny, was that you? No?
Clay.
Clay, sorry.
Bacteria.
No, it's actually a protozoan. Name the two world currencies, one European and one Middle Eastern, that are anagrams of liar. One is the lira and one is the real. What scientist's name is found on almost every milk carton?
Pasteur.
Pasteur is right, yep. All right. Louis Pasteur. So, bonus round here. In what year in American history did these events occur? The Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock.
1607. 1607.
Say it.
1607.
No, sorry. It's actually 1620. All right, back to the toss-up questions. Pablo Picasso was born in Spain. In which country did he live from 1904 until his death? Dominic?
France.
France is right. Okay, your toss-up topic is historical geography. What country has the world's first communist government?
China.
Nope, sorry. It's Russia, actually. Okay, back to the toss-up questions. Some say Mab is the queen of these beings. Others say it's Titania. What are the beings? Josh.
Aries.
Fairies is right. Yeah. Okay, and your toss-up topic is religion. What was Mother Teresa's religion?
Catholic.
Yep. Spinoza adhered to which belief that God and the universe are one and the same?
What?
Scientology? I don't know.
Scientology.
No, sorry. We're looking for pantheism. And that's actually going to do it for our bonus round. We'll be right back with some updated scores and for our 60-second round. Welcome back. We have some updated scores for you. Right now we've got Roscommon with 75 and Augres Sims with 40. And we actually also have a alternate from Roscommon side, and Chris. Welcome to the game, Chris. And now we're going to go ahead and go into our 60-second round, but before we do that, here's how it works.
This is our 60-second round. The team with the lowest score selects from one of the 4 categories of 10 questions. The team that has 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. Any missed questions will then be answered by the opposing team. An additional 20-point bonus is awarded for answering all 10 questions correctly.
All right, so let's go ahead and begin our 60-second round, and we're going to start with Augres Sims. Their topic today is finish the sentence. Viscous drag is the force that retards a solid object moving through a...
Liquid.
Correct. An inflammation of a band of fibrous tissue connecting muscle to bone is called...
Pass.
When an ice skater is In a pirouette, flings her arms outward to slow her revolution. There is no change in her angular...
Momentum.
Correct. It is important to catch and confine any animal that has bitten someone so that it can be evaluated for...
Rabies.
Correct. The southernmost state that borders the Chesapeake Bay is...
Pass.
The infection of one or more of the sinuses is called...
Pass.
The average pressure of the Earth's atmosphere at sea level is 1,013...
Pascals.
Blood leaves the liver through the inferior. Through the inferior what? Sorry.
Pass.
Atoms which have gained or... Okay. All right, so any passed or missed questions will now move over to Roscommon. The inflation of a band of fibrous tissue connecting muscle to bone is called...
Tendinitis.
Correct. The southernmost state that borders the Chesapeake Bay is...
North Carolina.
Nope, sorry, it's Virginia. The infection of one or more of the sinuses is called...
Sinus infection.
Nope, sorry, I'm looking for sinusitis. The average pressure of the Earth's atmosphere at sea level is 1,013...
Barometric units.
No, it's millibars. And blood leaves the liver through the inferior...
Valve.
No, it's vena cava.
Oh, dang it. I was thinking that too.
All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to Roscommon now. Their topic is sports. In football, what penalty is signaled by the referee when he places his hands on his hips?
Offside.
Offside.
Correct. Instead of medals, winners at the ancient Olympic Games received what made of olive branches?
Florals.
Florals.
Necklaces. Floral necklaces.
Sorry. What rule does the American League have that the National League doesn't have regarding batting order?
Designated hitters.
Designated hitters can play.
Correct. Who became the coach of the Green Bay Packers in 1959?
Pass.
Pass.
Name a sport besides football that uses an oval ball.
Rugby.
Rugby.
Correct. What's the name of the weighted ring a baseball player might have on the bat while he's on deck?
Donut.
Correct. In surfing parlance, to fall off your board is called what?
Wipeout.
Correct. What is the first basic requirement for a hockey player?
Helmet.
Sorry. In what city is Wembley Stadium?
Pass.
What unit are skis measured in?
Inches.
Sorry. And I can go back around because we still have time. Nope, sorry. All right, any passed or missed questions will now go to Augres Sims. Instead of medals, winners at the ancient Olympic Games received what made of olive branches?
Laurels.
No, I'm sorry. It's wreaths or crowns is what we're looking for. Yeah. Who became the coach of the Green Bay Packers in 1959? Vince Lombardi. What is the first basic requirement for a hockey player?
Skates.
He must be a good skater. That's what we're looking for. And what unit are skis measured in?
Centimeters?
Correct. All right. Well, that's going to do it for our 60-second round. We'll be right back with some scores and for our final round. Welcome back. I've got some updated scores for you. We have Roscommon with 135 and Augres Sims with 80. Now we're going to go ahead and go into our final round, which is another toss-up round. It's the same as the first round, so let's just begin. In what city was a pact signed in 1938 in which Nazi Germany took control of Czechoslovakia? Clay.
Berlin.
Nope, sorry. Anyone from Augres? Caden?
Moscow.
No, it's actually Munich. One of the most famous as well as most misheard quotations of all time was spoken by Neil Armstrong upon setting foot on the moon. What word preceding man was omitted from most newspaper accounts of his moonwalk? Chris?
And?
No, sorry. Anyone from Augres Sims? The word is a. Amen. What is the biblical name for Palestine? Josh.
Canaan.
That's right. What term do astronomers use for the tilt of a planet's axis with respect to the plane of its orbit? Chris.
Spin.
No, sorry. Anyone from Augres? We're looking for inclination. The first mechanical clocks which came into general use in the 14th century had no faces or hands. Few people could have read them. Instead, clocks communicated the time by what means? Clay.
Shadows.
No, sorry. Anyone from Augres Sims? Caden.
The position of the sun.
No, it's actually, we're looking for sound, like clocks chimed or rang bells. More popes have taken this name than any other. What name has been used by 23 popes? It'd be John. Name two of the countries the Bay of Bengal borders on. Josh.
India and Pakistan.
No, sorry. Anyone from Augres Sims? India was right. Bangladesh, Burma, or Myanmar, and Sri Lanka. He first appeared in the pages of Breton's Christmas Annual in 1887 and went on to star in 56 stories and 4 novels. Who is this lean figure with his inverse cape, his deerstalker cap, and his... Josh.
Sherlock Holmes.
That's right. This 2-syllable word is by all accounts the most widely understood word in the world. Its etymology is disputed. Sorry. Yes. Its etymology is disputed, as are its spelling and form. Many spelling it as a 4-letter word, others as a 2-letter abbreviation. What is it? Clay.
Okay.
That's right. The geographical center of North America is located in what country? Chris.
Canada.
No, sorry. Augres Sims, anyone? Dominic?
United States of America.
That's right. It's near Rugby, North Dakota. Which sports term does not belong in this list? Cesta, wicket, chucker, mallet, or raquette? Dominic?
Cesta.
Nope, sorry. Anyone from Roscommon?
Wicker.
Clay? No, I'm sorry. It's actually chucker. Chucker is a period in polo. The others are pieces of equipment in various other sports. This English composer lived from 1913 to 1975. He is known for his songs, choral pieces, and operas, as well as the popular Young Person's Guide to the Orchestra. Can you name him? It's Benjamin Britten. According to the U.S. Land Ordinance of 1785, how many acres are in a section of land? Gabe?
90.
No, sorry. Sean?
100.
No, it's actually 640. Section is 1 square mile. Déjà vu is a sense of having experienced something before. What is presque vu? Dominic?
When a word is on the tip of your tongue.
No. Anyone from Roscommon? It's prescience or clairvoyance. Convert the following radian measure to degrees. 5 pi over 6. That's 150 degrees. All right, that's going to do it for our final round. We'll be right back with the final scores. Welcome back. We have the final scores for the game today. We've got Roscommon with 165 and Augres Sims with 90. So congratulations, Roscommon, on your win today. Please join us next time where Augres Sims will be going against Mayo, And before we leave, I want to leave you with a quote by the great philosopher Plato, who said, "Knowledge is the food of the soul." So remember, stay hungry, my friends.